Any more?
It is futile. The Keyblade alone cannot seal the door to darkness. Kingdom Hearts! Fill me with the power of darkness! Supreme darkness!
You're wrong. I know now, without a doubt. Kingdom Hearts is light.
Light! But why?
Come on!
Stop staring and keep pushing! Huh?
What I want to know is where's King Mickey?
Hurry!
I can't.
Don't give up! Come on, Sora! Together we can do it!
Okay,
There he is. Are we still on the other side though?
It's hopeless! Huh?
Your Majesty!
Then
Now, Sora, let's close this door for good.
Close that quick!
but
Don't worry. There will always be a door to the light.
Sora, you can trust King Mickey.
Now! They're coming!
Donald, Goofy, thank you.
Take care of her.
no.
what you said before? I'm always with you too. I'll come back to you. I promise.
I know you will!
way, man. They really hit us with a bittersweet ending. Holy shit. Damn, I really thought it was going to be a little bit more like purely like happy ending than that. Whoa. Damn. Okay. So there it is. Kingdom Hearts, my friends. Kingdom Hearts is not a place of darkness. It's all about the light. This was a fun game, I gotta say. I enjoyed this. It's really like, I think the overarching feeling for me is obviously the fun, the Disney collaboration element I think was really well done. The Final Fantasy bit was like a lot more kind of cameo style than I thought it would be, having obviously never played the game. Because there is so much Final Fantasy kind of fan crossover, I really thought that's as a result of there being like more Final Fantasy. But I believe Kingdom Hearts 2 has more Final Fantasy than Kingdom Hearts 1. And so I think for people who've played Kingdom Hearts 1 have probably played 2 as well. And so as a result, I think when you put the two together, I think there's a much stronger Final Fantasy element. But I really like what they did with the Disney stuff, like the characters, the scenes, they were really high effort. And they were really well done, so I definitely enjoyed that a lot. Game had great vibes, great charm, great fun, and yeah, I genuinely had a good time with it. I mean, yes, of course, you guys have seen throughout the playthrough, there's elements of it that didn't quite, work as well with me, but that can be said of a lot of games, and so fundamentally, I think definitely had a good time, and I think I can pretty confidently say I do want to play Kingdom Hearts 2, because almost everybody that has said, I think not even almost, literally everybody has said that Kingdom Hearts 2 is a better game than Kingdom Hearts 1. I think some people might still like Kingdom Hearts 1 more, or it might be like stronger nostalgia, get like emotionally, I don't know, but in terms of when people try to put their more objective hats on, almost basically pretty much everybody I spoke to said Kingdom Hearts 2 is the better game. And so I'm definitely looking forward to it in that respect as well. So let's have a look at what we got here. I'm not going to go into full like review mode at this point. This is probably like longer credits, the proper credits. Yeah. Okay, so I will talk a little more, but this isn't like full super review mode. I'm not sure I'll even do that per se, but I think the things I generally want to talk about are, yeah, like I'm generally excited to try Kingdom Hearts 2. From what I'm hearing, like there's things that I wasn't as big a fan of in this game that are improved in Kingdom Hearts 2, and since I already enjoyed this one, then that bodes well for Kingdom Hearts 2, and so definitely looking forward to that. In terms of how I'm going to tackle things, as I say, I'll probably do some kind of channel poll where I think the thing that makes the most sense for me right now is just to launch into Kingdom Hearts 2 when I feel ready, and then all of the kind of shenanigans that comes with it, where I'm just like, I have no idea what's happening here. People kind of say that it's very normal to just, if you just go Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, that you're not going to understand the story as much, and there's going to be elements of it that just seem confusing to you or whatever. But like the good elements of the game, like the gameplay, the fun, the world, all of that stuff really trumps your, lack of being able to follow along the story really well and understand everything. And so as an overall experience, Kingdom Hearts 2 tends to be better, and still tends to be fine. Like you'll still really enjoy it. And in that sense, like it really does feel like one of the great sequels of the gaming industry over the years. So yeah, I mean, I think the camera for starters, the camera was okay enough. It was fine. I wouldn't say like the camera was terrible and it ruined the game, but it definitely wasn't like, it was something that I noticed as a negative point in the game. And I think Kingdom Hearts 2 has a better camera than Kingdom Hearts 1, so that's already a good sign. I think, as I say, the Final Fantasy element for me, just on a personal level, was a little bit below par. Yes, like there was plenty of nice little cameos in there, but it wasn't quite what I was expecting. And again, Kingdom Hearts 2, from what I've heard, has more Final Fantasy in it, like stronger cameos and like just presence in the game. And so that's another positive. And so I think overall, it's just looking forward to more of it. I think it's just I love how it really does fill that sort of space of, it feels very much aimed at a young audience, age, I don't know, like 7, 8 to 16, 17 kind of thing. And at the same time, when you play as an adult, you can still, like, there's just things that it appeals to, like the kid within you and just things that maybe over time, like, you've kind of forgotten, or you know, that you feel more distant from, but that are still like true and that you shouldn't be forgetting in your life, you know. And so I think that the story, like what I've seen of the story, and like the messages, the themes, they're all very simple, they're very Disney, they're very like childish, but that's not a negative, that's not a criticism. Like they're just great themes and great ideas that I think kids growing up, you know, adolescents, they're kind of their values and ideas that we should take to heart. And it's just a positive game in that sense. Yes, it had the bittersweet ending, which was a little more bittersweet than I'm expecting, as I said, if I'm honest. But it's just simple and pure, it's simple and clean, you know? Like, it really is that type of message and story. And I think, especially for us adults, I think it's themes and ideas that we should try to enforce more, or that maybe we've forgotten over the years, you know? As we get more mature, we experience the world more, we probably see the dark sides of life, unfortunately, a lot more than we would like. And that darkness in our hearts probably has a bigger place than it did when we were just little kids living carefree. And you can never completely kind of shut that out. That's just life too, you know. In this game too, we have the darkness and the light. But I think this game, you know, focusing on the light, trying to always go towards the light, believing in the light, believing in ourselves, our own hearts, the hearts of the people we love, you know, keeping them alive in our hearts. All of these kind of messages, they're very simple, very Disney, but I think they're great ideas. And so in a world where, you know, things like social media, the mainstream news, all of these things, that they fuel themselves primarily through like negative engagement and fighting and arguing and squabbling and competing and all of this stuff. I think it's just nice to remember these kind of things and just try to bring it back to some of the more simple, pure things that, you know, make kids great, give them so much potential, give them so much purity, give them so much life. And something that we shouldn't forget, and that I think we should either embrace more or continue to embrace even as we get older. So in that sense, I think it's been a lovely experience too. I have definitely enjoyed it. So there you go. I managed to time it correctly. I basically said most of what I want to say, and we have ended up here. Now let's see if we go some kind of new game plus, so we have to reload something. We get a post credits.
Now what do we do?
We've got to find Riku and King Mickey.
But, where do we start looking for that there door to the light?
Huh? Huh?
Pluto?
Hey, Pluto! Where have you been?
Huh?
Hey!
Gosh, that's the king's seal!
Hey, have you seen King Mickey?
Yep.
Guys, let's go!
That's a long old road, but definitely more adventures to come in the world of Kingdom Hearts on the channel. Remember, Sora, you are the one who will open the door to the light. And there it is. So do we just go back to the normal world, or is it just reload a save? Okay, we are at the end. Ah, yes. Oh, this theme. The music in general has been superb. I mean, I always knew it would be, but genuinely fantastic music. So, what now? Does this last a certain period of time, or... I'm pressing a bunch of buttons and nothing's happening. I think you have to literally reload the game. and reload your most recent save. Let me double check this to make sure I'm not making a mistake. Okay, so just to confirm, there is no like clear data file, anything like that. You do have to reload the previous save. So that's what I'm going to do because the series is definitely not over yet. So give me a minute and I'll be back to talk a little bit more and to give you guys the next kind of part of this playthrough. Okay, my friends, so I had to reload the previous save. But what we're going to do, let me head back to Traverse Town and we'll talk about what else we're going to do. Let's go back here. So yeah, in terms of just like my experience with the game, the final thing I will say is that the gameplay I generally have enjoyed. There's been, I think literally the only thing that stands out, the two things that stand out that I didn't enjoy were one, like the boss fights where you're flying around, I think, like flying or swimming, and bosses that were just like basically really big immobile bosses that you kind of had to swim or fly around. Like Ursula is one that stands out. And like the kind of the tethered Ansem type bosses and stuff like that. So that I definitely wasn't a big fan of. And I think sometimes obviously the back and forth was a little bit too much in some of the worlds, like trying to find where to go next. I do think that was a little bit excessive sometimes. But as I say, all in all, I think I had more fun with the gameplay than I thought. I think for me what really helped was actually the shortcuts. Like you guys, if you watch a lot of my playthroughs, you'll know that I tend to be the guy that ignores the shortcuts. If I'm quick enough to maintain, like play the game properly still by just, you know, selecting stuff manually in battle, that's usually what I'll do. Like I think Final Fantasy VII Remake's a good example where I don't really use the shortcuts that much. But in this game, I feel like it's fast-paced enough that for me to keep up, like shortcuts were one of the best ways for me to do that, and it felt like the battle flowed a lot more like freely and intuitively for me while I was playing it. And so I think the shortcuts really made a difference. And so, yeah, I think I definitely enjoy the combat. And if I had to guess, I think Kingdom Hearts 2 combat is probably better than Kingdom Hearts 1 as an overall as well. So I'm looking forward to that too. Now, speaking of combat, before I move on, the final thing I will say is that this series has been really successful. Like, I always knew that there was a strong Kingdom Hearts Final Fantasy crossover, but honestly not to this extent. Like, you guys really showed out for this series. Part 1 was basically the most successful non-Final Fantasy like LP start of all time on the channel, pretty much. Long term, we'll see how that changes, but like for the first month or so, it was basically the most successful LP I've ever done that's not called Final Fantasy something. So very, very impressive. And the viewership has continued through. I've been very impressed. Obviously, as the series goes on, the viewers just get lower and lower. It's the same for every single series I've ever made. And that's not like a fault of like the viewers or me, it's just the nature of YouTube and episodic things. Basically, pretty much everything that you see on YouTube, the views tend to get lower with more episodes, especially like when you're talking like 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 100 episodes, like it's always going to fall. But that being said, it still held up really well. So even the people that, I think the people that I infuriated too much with how badly I play this game or things I don't know or my approach or whatever, even once we weeded those guys out, we still have a strong viewership. So thank you guys so much. There's been a lot of people saying that they've really enjoyed it and they're considering like playing Kingdom Hearts themselves, or it's been a big nostalgia trip, and you know, obviously the anticipation of more episodes. You always know a series is doing well when you get, you know, a lot of people asking for you to upload more and not being happy when you've stopped and stuff. So yeah, appreciate you guys a lot. Thank you so much for the support. And it's definitely it's also another motivation for me to play more of this franchise and to do Kingdom Hearts 2 as well, hopefully, on the channel. Definitely looking forward to it. So thank you guys immensely for being a part of it and for sharing your passion for Kingdom Hearts with me. Like, it's not easy uploading these types of games because it's so clear that like the majority of the viewership has played this game and I haven't. So it's a game that's beloved and it holds like a dear place in a lot of people's hearts. And so, you know, it's always a little bit tense for me to play these things, and I always feel a bit bad that I can't do it justice because I come from a position of not knowing about the game. And I obviously people know so much more than I do, and it already holds a big place in their hearts. I'm always like, are they just going to be annoyed by the fact that I don't love it as much as them and I don't know as much as them? And that's obviously going to be true to some extent. But by and large, I think a lot of people have appreciated my first attempt at playing this game. and trying to get into it for the first time as someone in their mid-30s. And so, all in all, it's been a really good series, and so a massive thank you to all of you guys. Now, we find ourselves with the Dalmatians again. And the reason I'm here is we have another torn page there. It's nice. The reason I am here is because... Can I not go into the menu in this room? What the hell? Is in terms of what do I still want to do. As I said, I kind of focused on the story more, and I'm glad I've got that stuff concluded, but that does not mean that we are done.